Welcome to World of Tanks. I'm Devs. This is the best versus the rest, where I show you one of the best replays in tank on whatreplays.com. Then I jump into that tank and show you what can be achieved as an average player. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back to Best vs the Rest. Today we have Richie Rich in the Tier 10 Swedish tank destroyer, the Cheese Wedge itself, the STRV 103B. This tank was my first ever Tier 10, and yeah, just something about like that whole line. It's all about accuracy, stealth, and when you get to the UDES in Tier 8, all about the siege mode from there, which does take a little bit to like actually get used to, but once you do get used to it, it's pretty good. Especially with equipment 2.0. And like look at this DPM. 400, about 5 seconds later, he's shooting again. Yeah, with equipment 2.0, it used to be that like, yeah, you couldn't really, once you're in siege mode, it limits how fast you can go forwards and backwards. So while you're in travel mode, you're absolutely flying in this thing. I don't know the actual like speed, but yeah, once you're in siege mode, because you in travel mode, you can't move your tank up and down with the like hydraulic suspension. So wherever your gun's pointing, that's where you can shoot. That's it. So then yeah, to be able to like move your tank around and shoot accurately in that, you need to go into siege mode, as Richie Rich is here. And now, as you can see, he's going 9 k's an hour forwards, which obviously is a little bit rough, but once the equipment 2.0 came out, they came out with the turbo, and that boosts your speed. So if you've got a turbo on this in siege mode, it still increases your like speed by the 5 kilometers or whatever it is. I'll have to double check that. But then you can literally sit there in the siege mode and reverse back at a decent speed, and because of the hydraulic suspension on this thing, you can literally just peek over the ridge and get some nice shots. Don't have a clue where the fuck that one went. That was kind of a average shot there, and obviously a KV4, or maybe he hit the KV4 and that's why the KV4 is now shooting at him. But I don't know what the fuck happened there. So the rounds on this thing are pretty good. 390 average, 308 pen on your standard rounds, and if you're firing gold, 350 mil. Like, that's decent. So a thing with turretless tanks, as you can see, Richie's tracks were out of action, so until he repaired it, he could not do anything. But considering he's sitting here behind this building here, and the KV4 is literally just taking blind shots at him. So yeah, see, he can't even move his tank to the left or right a tiny bit. I'd say that shot, when I said I don't know where the fuck that shot went, might have hit the KV4. That's why he's just like blind firing. So it didn't show the loadout that Richie has on this, but I'm pretty sure if you run like a camo net in this tank and you've got like full concealment, you can get over 50% concealment while you're like not moving. But on saying that, while you're in the siege mode, if you look left and look right, the tank spins, but because you're in the siege mode, it doesn't count as you actually moving, so it doesn't disengage your camo net or your like binos if you've got them. So that is one advantage to it. And yeah, obviously that KV4's just had enough, so he's just started to fire HE. So it looks like Richie's team is slowly pushing the south. But they've got a lot of people just sitting there at the city. Like that IS-3A is kind of chilling back there. But I'm saying that he's a tier 8 heavy up against tier 10s, so that's a little bit rough. So as you can see, going around about 50k's when he's in travel mode. And hopefully he'll be able to, there you go, get some shots into the WZ from behind. Easy blind kill. What mission is he doing? TD good hunting, damage 5 enemy vehicles, which he just did. So he has to win the battle to complete the mission and survive to complete it with honours. And he's going for the 279E. I find that weird. He's only going up for the T55A, but he's up to the 279E. Like, what? Alright, and for 279E, the top player in damage cause in 3 out of 5 battles. And yeah, the top player by damage caused 4 out of 5 battles to complete it with honours. I don't know what happened there. How did he just... Or maybe because I was looking at that thing, it just stacked up. I don't feel like the game's doing some weird stuff at the moment, just like the replay manager. So that's probably a good thing with the STRV. Like, it's got a decent gun, so it's quick to shoot, so you can just take a few blind shots and all that. But it's also, I think, the most accurate tank when it's in siege mode. It's like 0.23 dispersion at 100 meters or something like that, which, yeah. But on saying that, RNG, it can still absolutely destroy you. And wow, I was expecting him to shoot like kinda elsewhere, like maybe through there, but he managed to get the shot through that gap. Like, oh, and he's even firing some HE. But yeah, that's as I was talking about RNG, it just happens to be on his side. But I don't know what that standard B was trying to achieve. There's so many like plays in this game. You just look at stuff that they do and it's like, can you tell me what exactly were you thinking there? Alright, so Richie's just chilling in the bush. They've still got, well, they're quite outnumbered. 7 kills to 9 kills. But then both of their heavies are in the same location. One of them goes down, and he managed to get spotted from the bat chat. So, but on saying that, he did manage to get the kill there. I think yeah, people were trying to take shots at him, but yeah, nothing really come of it. But depending on when he decided to turn around there, he's just full sending it apparently. I don't know what the view range is like on the AMX 65T. I know that the Lerva has decent view range, but if he pulls up here, he should have a shot into the Lerva to at least take him out. Ooh.
Ready to fire. Penetration.
Hitting him with that auto aim.
Enemy is hit.
Look at this. Just unreal DPM on this tank. I think you can get it up over, if not very close to 4,000 DPM. Like, it's just got, I think I've managed to get mine to maybe 5.5 or 5.6 second reload. So you're just casually playing. There's the AMX.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, alright. So I thought the way that AMX like went through that gap, stopped, and then like started turning his turret, I thought Richie Rich was like spotted there, but yeah, he's got decent camo in this thing. I don't know why he's just strolling through in this mode, but hey, it is what it is. Got the shot on the Italian medium tank. Ooh, he's changing up for his gold here. Just getting a little bit jittery.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
That 350mm gold pen, easy. So, one of the ways that, like, yeah, I wish could have seen how Richie Rich has set up his tank. It's like the way that I've got it set up, I've kind of got like one tank, one setup that's got like binos, turbo, and all that. So I can pull up into siege mode, spot, and then like, yeah. So, because as you can see in the mini map over here, it doesn't even have the full 445 meter like view range. Which, if he had, the binos, he would have been able to see that lurver easily. But I'm surprised that lurver hasn't spotted him, to be honest. Like, they've got good view range. Right, so there's still the SU 130 that still hasn't been spotted this whole game. So I kind of feel like he might be around the B8 area. So he's either going to be sitting in this area or down here, I reckon. But considering the Progetto is a one-shot, Richie Rich is just sending it in. Which, I thought he would have got spotted there. There was a slight gap that the Progetto probably could have spotted him on. But
Target acquired.
oh, that ain't good. See, that's the disadvantage. Oh, and he just hurt himself quite badly. That's the disadvantage about the siege mode. He literally couldn't do anything. He just had to try and ram him and keep running. But now this is where he comes in and hopefully, I'd say, he takes out the Progetto. Oh, well, there's the SU. He's just still camping back there. And the Progetto has done the smart thing and decided to leg it. Considering where Richie's SU is, I'd assume the Progetto is just on his right. Or maybe not. Alright, pressure's on. So I've got, I'm going to assume full health SU 130 and a one-shot Progetto that they need to take out in 50 seconds. But this is where the STRV just absolutely minces through.
They're knocked out.
or 1v1. Is this Progetto just going to run away for the rest of it, or... Pressure's on, 15 seconds. The Progetto either is basically either going to lose it or draw it. A last second shot to nail the victory. Alright, let's jump into the post-game stats and see how Richie went. Alright, here we are. Richie Rich, ace tanker, high caliber for just under 8,000 damage, top gun for his 6 kills, and steel wall for 1,600 damage blocked. And obviously top of his team in XP and damage, 1398 base XP. And even though he was firing a few gold rounds, he was running personal reserves, which saved him because in the end ended up getting 41,000 credits profit, where, yeah, if he didn't have the personal reserves, he would have lost 1,000 credits or so. Alright, let's jump into my STRV and see how we go. Alright, here we are in my STRV. What do we got? All tier 10 battles. I think I'm going to head down the 8 line. Hopefully post up somewhere. Just take a few pot shots at anyone pushing too aggressive. See how we go. Not looking good considering you don't have much support. So I don't know how aggressive I'm going to go. Really just going to... We do have the VZ with us now. Yeah, that ain't good. Literally let an IS-7 get past. Oh, you're kidding. Hopefully going to be able to use like just the ridge here to get kind of hold down. Oh, of course. So that's another way you can play the STRV, just more as like a brawler if you've got a ridge line. I think I've got shots on them. No. Which they're copping some fuck anyway. Looks like we kind of hit a stalemate on the west side. Alright. So, obviously I wasn't down in the, like, ridge enough. So, if this 277... Jeez, I thought he was going for me then. That's one way to deal with the 277.
Thanks a lot.
Hit him with the thanks. I might fucking heal that though. I don't overly want to be set on fire. Where the fuck did that go? That was just a shit shot by me, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So, what I'm gonna try and do is pretty much head up where this grill's heading up. Try and get into the center. And that way I should, in theory, have flanking shots. Until I get spotted going up here and just get absolutely fucked. Need these heavies to push up so they can see if anyone's actually coming. There's the grill. Fucking butzer. Where's this F? Oh, he's fucking up there as well. Fuck yeah. Right, so now I'm gonna head back here. No. Just things aren't turning out well for me today. Like, in theory, the best thing that these guys can probably do is to push this way, but I'm gonna guess they're not gonna do that. Let's just waiting to get spotted by the Fosh here. Oh, you are kidding. This is probably not the best bush to try and hide in. Alright. Of course, now that I moved from the center. I think best thing I can do now is just fucking Fosh 155. I'm dead. Yep.
Everyone get out.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, still. End up with 2-6 damage. And now it's a 4v1. Let's just hope that these guys can take out one player. Alright, let's jump to the post-game stats and see how we did. Alright, here we are. Ended up with a victory, 2-6 damage, 390 blocked, 467 assist, 4th on XP, and 4th on damage. So not that bad of a game. Still, I would have liked to do a little bit more. Would have been nice, but hey. So yeah, ended up, even after everything, we didn't finish any missions or anything, but we still made 13,000 credits. Obviously, like, yeah, that was a very average showing on what the STRV can do. Would have been better if we had a bit more of an open map. And then, yeah, that's where this thing really shines. Just where you can shoot from, like, longer distances, like from a distance over 300 meters. I only got one shot of damage in, essentially, which, yeah, could have been a little bit better, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.